this quote, or whatever it is, showed up on the quotes page about times. This is from a couple hours ago, actually, like when I first started filming videos, well, doing searches and filming videos, and then I saw this quote. This showed up from that page of quotes about time. What does it say? There are 86,400 seconds in a day, but this means nothing to you if you don't know how to use it. Make it count. And then you can't really read the smaller print. I think my camera's not really going to get it, but it says Joel Brown, addicted2success.com. So it's addicted to success is spelled with the word addicted and then the number 2 and then success.com. I mean, there's sort of a lot to talk about. This is like a picture with, like, I think he was, yeah, it was him. With him holding a watch like that. That like first showed up in 2010. I think it was in a magazine, and it seems like a threatening picture to me. And so for a while, actually, watches and watch ads were being used in a threatening way. Other people had themselves photographed with a watch being held like that. It was threatening to me. It was threatening to me, and that was even before there were videos that had been filmed of me. And you can even look on his face. You can see how arrogant he is, you know, and how just really, it really is infuriating because of how disgusting and corrupted and awful it all is. So, you know, and then 86,400. I've seen a number of those sort of just references to that, just quotes on various pages that say 86,400, you know, seconds. But that's like the origin of this particular gesture, and he's like threatening a number of people. He's threatening me. You know, it's, you know, but he's also, it seems to me, this is probably a reference to Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, who is in a television show about Dracula, you know, Count Dracula. And when I found out that he was in that TV show, my response was, okay, you know what? There's maybe what you were doing with that was trying to prove that you could outdo everyone else, who has been interested in dating me. But and you did that, and you have also proven that it's possible to be overly competitive, and hopefully nobody will ever try to prove that there's such a thing as being overly competitive again. So that was kind of my response. My other response to him also was his girlfriend seemed to be pretty nice. All these people are getting threatened, though. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can't, the conglomerate is this coercive and this threatening to everybody. So, you know, I mean, it's like even when people make attempts to try to be nicer, or even like sort of not promoting of criminal activities, they get threatened. They get threatened in all sorts of ways. And of course, this type of behavior is not even just sexual harassment, because he is in fact sexually harassing Jonathan Rhys-Meyers also. It's not just sexual harassment. It's not like just some random person sexually harassing another person. It's also life-threatening and career-threatening. I mean, that's what's happening. Yeah, and he's not the only guy to have done that. I think Ben Affleck has done that with various people also. People who are interested in me, people who are or he was interested in one way or another. I mean, that's, if you think about that, it's like, you know, same-sex marriage should be legal and protected everywhere in the world, and it isn't. And yet, what you have instead is men sexually harassing other men for all sorts of things. You know, I mean, I suppose there's. You don't even have, you can be attracted to someone and sexually harass them. You can also not be attracted to them and sexually harass them as a way of trying to exert power over them. You know, it really is really awful. The entire thing just couldn't be more awful.